Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. In today's video, we are going to discuss the continuation of the last week video, that is Agentic AI project lifecycle. So in the last week, we have discussed the overview of each and every step in the Agentic AI project lifecycle, right? So today we will be discussing in detail of each and every step. So this will be continuing in a series of parts. So this is our part 2 in the Agentic AI project lifecycle. Hope you understand this and you like the video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I would like to request the new watchers to please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel AI Stories by Anjali. So, and also I will be going to answer some of the questions that I'm receiving in the comments in this video at the end. So let us dive deep into the video. So if you remember, in the last week we have seen what are the different types of steps and phases that are involved in the agentic AI life cycle. So in the last week we have went through the 8 phases in the agentic AI life cycle. The first one is the defining vision and strategic alignment, and the other one is assess the readiness, and the third one is identifying the use case, and the fourth one is building the MVP project, and the fifth phase is test and validate, and the sixth one is deploy and integrate, and the seventh one is monitor and improve, and the final phase is scale and expand. So first stage, so we'll be discussing each and every phase in detail. So the first phase is define the vision and strategic alignment. So what is meant by vision? So if you consider the word vision is nothing but you are having some goal and some setting standards in the future that you want to achieve. So in order to achieve that particular thing, you need to follow some strategy. So that is nothing but defined vision and strategic alignment. Basically, in this particular stage, you are asking the like team or stakeholders or anything, like you are basically having some things in your mind, like what is the main business goal, what are the cost budget things, what are the resources that you need to have, what is the main innovative idea that you got, and what is your vision, what is your point, what is your business statement. So all these things will be identified in this particular stage. Okay, and also you will secure some executive support, because even if you have the idea, if you don't have support or if you don't have resources for achieving that, then it is of no use, right? So that's why you need to secure some executive support. And the third one is you need to have the strategies. What are the strategies? Strategies are nothing but the things that you need to implement for achieving your business goal. So this is nothing but the strategy. Okay, so all the strategic KPIs need to be listed, and then this stage you will be identifying the business goals. So you also will set the scope as well as what is the outcome of your particular product. Okay, so all these things will be done in the defined vision and strategic alignment phase. Okay, I hope you understand this phase. Coming to the next phase, it is assess readiness. So assess readiness means you have set your standard of what exactly your vision is and what are the strategy that you can follow to achieve that vision. But you also need to have your asset ready, right? Otherwise you cannot work on it. Okay, so for example, you want to start a business. So for starting a business, first you need to have everything ready, like loan, money, place for leasing, everything, right? So like that, for your particular business or particular product ready, you need to have your assets or resources ready. So in this particular stage, first you will think of what exactly the assets that you needed. Especially in the terms of agentic AI, the first important thing is you need to have your data ready, because data is the main initial thing that you need to feed to your LLM, right? Your agent, right? So you need to have your data ready, which need to be cleaned, which is multimodal, whether the data is stored, where the data is stored, how it is accessible, etc. Okay. And the second one is infrastructure. So in previous days, mostly the infrastructure part we have written in the form of code, and we need to maintain everything. But now we have the cloud ready. So you need to have your cloud infrastructure environment ready, all your accounts set up, etc. and you also need to have a API security. So API security means whatever the data that you are using, so whatever you're calling, you need to have some security piece attached to that. And the next one is you need to also think of what are the main labor that is involved in this product, and do you have enough persons with the skills, or you need to hire anything, or else like whether your budget is sufficient for handling, or you're going to outsource to any particular vendor, so that the vendor might hire some employees to doing the project, which is nothing but you act as a client to them. Okay, so like that. So this thing also need to be discussed in this stage. And also the final, which is very important, is governance piece, because you are playing with data, you are using the information, you are doing something, and also you need to preserve your data. And also whenever you are building any AI related stuff, the main thing is the ethical and compliance issues should not occur. All these concerns need to be handled appropriately. So data governance piece need to be discussed and need to be get ready in this particular stage, which is nothing but SS readiness. Okay, I hope you understand what are ethics and compliances. So LLM should not use it should not store any information, should not use anything. All the privacy information need to be handled thoroughly without leaking, and also it should not use any bad language or vulgar language when it is working. Okay, so these are some ethical and compliance things. And also like data, like as I mentioned, based on your country there are different rules. Like if you are in the US, you might aware of HIPAA law, etc. So all these things need to be thoughtful and mindful whenever you are doing your project with respect to AI or any agents. Okay, so all these things need to be discussed in the SS readiness phase. And the next phase is identifying the use cases. So in the first stage, you are thinking what is your vision, what are the strategies, right? And in the second stage, you are making your environment ready and resources ready. So now the thing is, the third phase, you are actually thinking of where to start. For example, most of you have this question in your mind: ma'am, I want to start AI. Ma'am, I want to start data science. Ma'am, I want to start ML, but where to start? How to start? So all these things will be running. Similarly, when you are doing business, so you know what is your business thing. Like you are going to do something in your first stage, like different vision, and the second stage you have made things ready. But the third thing is where to start, how to start. So you might have different use cases in your project to automate with the help of agents, right? But sometimes whatever the budget that you have now is not sufficient for one use case, but there will be one thing that you can get it started with this particular plan, right? So you can choose one use case among a set of use cases that you have, and you can play it with. And the best simple suggestion is, don't go with multiple things at a time, and don't go to choose complex things at the beginning. Always start with a small case. Okay, so in this particular use cases, when you are selecting, the best thing is always start with a small one, and then you can improve in the future in the iterations. And you need to select the use case by thinking how impact it is creating, whether it is having high impact, low impact, high risk, low risk. And also you can run a quick run with ROI. I hope what is ROI, like I hope you know everything with respect to ROI. If not, I think I have covered that in our previous videos. You can go and check it out. Okay, and then you also need to have a list of things which are having the dependencies on it, so that if there is a dependency, you can make sure that one is resolved before you start. Okay, so all these things need to be analyzed before you are selecting your use case, and make sure you are selecting the simple use case at the beginning. So this is your phase 3. And the next one is build the MVP prototype. So I think most of you are aware of prototype, but for the people who don't know, prototype is nothing but whatever you have in the form of theory, you are making it doable and reviewing with your team, so that you are making sure that whatever you are thinking is doable. And also you are making it as a workable solution. And if you demo that into your client or to the team, they might also give you some suggestions, and you can add some add-ons to that, and you can improve in your future iterations. So that is called prototype. Okay, so when you're like in this phase, you need to build a prototype. So for that, first the thing is you need to choose a platform, like whether it is a lane graph or auto generation or something which a new platform, like you can get ready, you can fix that. And then the second step is you have to create the specialized agents, and the third one is adding the orchestration layer. I hope you know what is orchestration layer because I have covered in the basics of agentic AI video. You can go and check it out. So you add the orchestration layer, and the final one is you can integrate that with your CRMs and APIs. So all these 4 steps need to be thoroughly doable, and each one need to be followed step by step for building your prototype. So this is your phase 4. I hope you are clear of all these 4 phases, and the remaining 4 phases will be continued as a part 3 in the next week. Okay, so this is the overview and detailed explanation of the 4 phases. So I hope you understand this video. Okay, so coming to the questions, as I mentioned, I want to answer some of the questions that I'm getting to the comments. So I will be answering few questions now. So I have got a question with respect to one person. So the person asked, so did you cover Python that is needed as part of AI learning in anywhere of this series? If so, could you point? So the answer is I haven't started Python series yet, but I have started generative AI LLM series where I have shown you the live coded explanation applications and have shared and explained. So you can go and search. But of course, in order to learn that, you need to have a basic Python knowledge. So of course I can start that in our channel, but as of now I cannot start. So I'm a little bit busy on that. So but if you want to learn Python, the best thing that I could suggest is you can learn from freecodecamp.org, Edureka, IntelliPass, Simplilearn, etc. These are some few things, and of course there are multiple learning platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Pluralsight. You can try that also. And the next one I got is whatever the videos that I'm teaching, is it sufficient for freshers? This is a very good series where I have started with an aim, like I need to explain each and everything in the detail, and this is very helpful for the beginners to the advanced people. So you can happily have a watch on that. Okay, and the next question that I got is agentic AI is a good career for opportunity? I'm in confusion, kindly repeat your suggestion. So yes, agentic AI is a very good opportunity. Not only agentic AI, any AI related stuff, any data science, ML related stuff, and the different kinds of AI like generative AI, etc. All these things are very good for good career opportunities, because in the future we are going to experience a sudden strike and rise in the AI field. So definitely that is a very good career, and if you're a beginner and if you're very interested in that, I strongly suggest go ahead and nail that. Okay, the next one is someone asked me about whether I am an ML engineer or not. So yeah, I already have my profile set up in my LinkedIn. So those who haven't watched or like don't know about my profile or any career things, that like any career related doubts like what is my experience, etc., then definitely you can have a look onto my profile in my LinkedIn. So I will attach my LinkedIn profile also in the description, then you can have it. Yes, of course, I'm an AI MLOps engineer, which also includes ML engineering stuff. So the next question is somebody asked like can you suggest some AI tools and can you make videos on it? Definitely, actually I have a thought on that, like to have a series on the AI tools. So definitely I will be making that in the form of a short or a series. Okay, I will just ping you in the future. So definitely I will do that. The next one is somebody asked me agentic AI end-to-end projects. Yes, we have started agentic AI topics recently, right? I think mostly like 3 weeks back. So definitely we'll have so many videos coming up, populating up continuously. So definitely you can have a look on that. I hope I have answered almost all comments which I got recently, and there are still few comments that I have. Definitely I will be answering that in the future videos. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.